Hello everyone, my name is Hans de Goede. Welcome to this workshop where the idea is that you do work and I watch. So I have one more slide. I would also like to introduce Jelle van der Waar, who is a colleague at Red Hat, who is here to also help in case you have more questions than I can handle. We'll see. One important note. So the instructions, just like the preparation instructions, which you hopefully have already done to prepare, are on the README at the GitHub repo, which is also linked from the description in the schedule. And the preparation section has changed of the README because Jelle went through the steps to test them for me, and he noticed that two things were missing. So there's a step 7 and 8 now in the preparation section. Please also do those if you haven't done so already. And then I'll hand out the little kits I made. A tiny piece of hardware, because writing a driver needs to be for real hardware and not a character device which echoes hello world or something. And you can all get started. And then if there are questions, just raise your hand or shout, and then I'll try to help you to move to the next step. Sorry, I don't have any. Okay. Anyone have a USB C to A dongle with them? Yeah, I have A or more than one if they someone you can borrow it.
There's C to A?
Yes.
I have 2.
So maybe you can lend one to Thank you. Next time we will give this workshop, I'll bring some. This is the first time. Yeah, well, just go ahead, follow the instructions, and let me know if you have any questions. You get stuck. I've already done all the work beforehand. Know what you're looking. First question?
I'll get that back to you. My is very well on Windows
Ah, okay.
yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
if make is complaining about missing unaligned .h, you happen to know why that is?
Let me check. Nope.
Google says that Nilo Linux kernel renamed it to something else. But I'm not sure if that's.
So which kernel are you running?
It's 6.8.
Yeah, probably just try commenting out the include for now.
Okay.
You will need it later for the get big endian 16 unaligned thingy, but then we'll figure something out. That's a lovely feature. It used to be in SM, I guess.
What language have you written the serial number, for example? I'm not 100% sure what it is.
Basic.
Oh, C.
Basic, and then writers over with basic, so you can.
Oh.
It's ready to copy and paste.
No Rust yet?
Nope.
When the Linux unaligned header file is missing, it says Linux was
Yeah, try changing Linux /byte ASM slash ASM from assembly. Or probably on an older enterprise kernel.
I had the same issue substituting ASM in the include, but I can show you if you want to. You see here? Instead of Linux /align, it's simply ASM.
Yes, okay.
That solves it.
Interesting. I use once at home.
Different machine, I guess.
No, that's 16.
Ah, no, I know, I added the Linux unaligned layer.
Okay,
Here we go.
it wasn't
You don't need it just for the example, but you'll need it later on. So I put it there to make life easy.
okay, that worked.
At least that was the idea, to make life easier.
Okay,
Maybe turn off the sound system if it's possible.
No, I don't think it's the sound, I think it's the AC which is...
Really?
Yeah, it's some fans with some stuff in it, I think.
Yeah.
It sounds like feedback from the
Ah,
microphone.
yeah, no.
Sounds like that.
Pretty sure it's the AC. Yeah, it's not funny. Oh, the arch.
Ik dacht, dit nu is
Nee, maar even die deze. Ik heb die idee.
For me, just work out is working.
Ah, oh, that one.
I should have brought my other.
Doesn't show the UV. Well, I can give you another one. Might get lucky. I did test them all at home. Yeah, probably not. Yes. I don't think this will help. I tested every year at home before the package. Who knows? Might get lucky. Yeah. Sticks with. Ah, right, yeah, let me just do it for everyone. Okay, so may I have your attention, please, for everyone who is trying to run the make command just now for the first time. A lot of people are getting an error in this line, include Linux unaligned.h. Those people are on an older kernel, which where unaligned.h is in a different directory. So if you get the error, and only if you get the error, you should replace it with asm/unaligned.h. So that will fix the error for people who are getting that error. And if you're not getting the error, do not change it, because then
You don't have to run it, or? I think it's good.
yeah, that can help.
Actually, I do have one, but it's a bit broken. Might still work.
Yeah, well, it works better than this one, so.
Because I'm using the other one myself.
Yeah.
You have a serial number.
Yes.
That's how easy it is to write a kernel code.
I kind of cheated because I have written a tiny kernel driver for my company.
Ah, okay. So you've already experienced.
Yes. But a lot of it was copy pasting the right bits.
Oh, that's also what this is though, right?
Yeah. I guess most development ends up looking at somebody else's code, understanding it, and implementing it.
That's why code assistance with AI is somewhat useful.
I have not used it yet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I tried it years ago with Copilot for some C code, and I just ended up screaming at it. So.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan either. But some people say it's apparently it's getting better and better. If you use cloud or you really need like this specialized ones and not the generic things. So either cloud or Perl are supposed to be in English.
And then my colleagues love it. Ik ben een Ludijf.
Ja, ik heb het ook. Ik ben helemaal niet te wachten.
Does it work, or it doesn't make a difference?
You do get some line with Ludijf problem.
They try to see if this works, and there's a problem with
Okay.
Like, if you just use the normal ES16 tool, this whole stuff, or is that not available in the kernel?
Dus sowieso heb je die bij today en geen 16-bit woord.
Ja.
Je kan met de hand met die zitten.
Ja.
En heel veel die maken was vanuit van dat het de memory access aligned is.
En dat kan je hier niet gewoon doen.
Kan je niet gaan niemand denken.
Ja.
Probeer zoveel mogelijk alles netjes en goed te doen als school. Ja, jullie wel.
Oh, okay, so, oh, perfect, okay. I didn't miss that bit.
I deliberately made the first show function with confidence, so I could use that as an example.
Fair enough.
to not have to save the registers when doing context switches. I think there is some evil magic you can invoke to do a manual context save of the floating point registers and then use it. Generally speaking, it's frowned upon. It's just not necessary in kernel space for not doing context adaptation. But yeah, it's mostly just optimization to not.
Not to have to do.
Yeah. To make a syscall overhead less basically. So when you do the syscall, you switch from user space to kernel space. All the processing states need to be saved so it can be stored later. So we just don't touch that user.
That's good to know. And then would it create a compiler error, or is there something that protects from making the mistake of doing floating point on accident, or would it just at some point corrupt data in registers?
That's a good question. You probably will hit some compiler error because a lot of the floating point will use C helper, library helper functions, and those are not present in the kernel. So I don't know if there's actual protection against it. Maybe some C flag is better, compiler flag is faster, which is everything together. And easy enough to try. Add some floating point. See what happens.
That's true.
No glory.
No, maybe some French security measure.
Ah, yeah, I was just thinking the same. You might have to.
Yeah, so I suggest, yeah, so.
Oh, nee, maar ik heb dus iemand. Zie ik nog even. Die heb ik echt. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
I'm on the temperature part of the tasks and so and I did something similar to the serial. Okay, I have the same buffer, seeing send the command to get the temperature, and that's fine. But when I receive a response, this is the bug print,
You get an error.
I get zeros.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Well, there's an error on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
But I
that's
have
right.
a print came before.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So the problem is that you missed the part of the assignment where it talks about figuring out the data you need to use for your kernel speaking model.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, this iceberg chip is a bit weird. If you don't wait long enough, it just says, nope, not going to answer you.
then
symbol. That's
Oh, yeah.
cute. Okay, great.
So on the stream front, have you ever seen the math.h library be missing?
Yes,
Yes. Any idea how to fix it?
that's normal.
Any idea how to fix it? Because
Yeah, don't use Methodage. Write whatever you want to do yourself. Because the kernel doesn't have a C library, it's a kernel. The C library sits on top of the kernel.
okay. So I have to write my own function
Why would you need, all you want to do,
for the formula.
it's the 2 to the power 16 is just 65535. It already includes the minus. Already 65536 and minus 165.
353. That's a much easier way to do it.
And otherwise you could have just taken the 1 and shifted it 16 places to the left. So if you're doing powers of 2, you can just use the shift over. Because we're running in binary, so everything is power of 2. Okay. Yeah, I'll just put 16. In case someone else needs it. You've been doing this stuff too long, you just know these numbers. Right. Long. Ja, gelukkig.
The restart worked somehow.
I was just the reboot was enough. The kernel was confused.
I really don't know. It was really silent. Great that it was very hard to all.
There's no minus 45 degrees, am I right?
It's not.
Here.
No, in here, no. I was just thinking like.
I'd be very concerned for us.
The AC is set at 18 degrees. Oh,
Okay, so it's my fault.
it's probably a bug in your code, yes. Of course.
Maybe dividing by the 65535 before multiplying by 175?
Yep.
Yeah, but if you divide a low number by 65535, it's going to be 0, and then if you multiply 0 by 7, you're multiplying by
20 degrees, 23 degrees, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Thank you.
Well,
I feel so dumb now.
Yeah, no, it's
Took me also a while.
it's just a
Okay.
matter.
It also took me a while.
it's just a matter of experience. Sometimes you want to do the other way around, because we also don't want to call overflows. This is not being able to use floating points, these kind of things are.
I'm getting -4 degrees. That'll be messed up a lot.
So your probably didn't multiply 45 by 10. So you're using the 45 from the formula there. But the show function, which I gave, assumes you multiply it by 10 for extra position. So then you will get -45 if you do that. And then you probably have the same mistake that you were dividing before. If you divide a small number by 65535, it will pick 0 times, and then you multiply 0, and then
Was this algorithm correct like this?
and even used to be in 16 max.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get 20 something degrees, your algorithm is probably correct.
buy is quite cheap.
Yeah. People want to serve it. At least that's the pinout.
I've seen plenty of them.
I think it was originally introduced by Apple.
Ah.
Also. Okay.
Oh,
You want to join or?
oh, I'm just curious what's going on.
So they all got this hardware to do, and now they're working on writing a kernel language.
Yeah, maybe I have a question. My company provided a kernel driver for Linux some time ago. Actually, it was done not by us, but he did it for us. And I sent it to two guys. And that's it happened.
You didn't even get a reply, or?
You know, they asked me, oh, well, we will do it, and nothing happened. And after this,
Okay, so but it was not on the public mailing list.
but the first was on the public meeting, Linux Net. Actually, it was the job of the company to do it, but they said, oh, we have no experience, please do it. And I have no experience either. So,
Okay, that's interesting, because normally you would get like a reply, reviewing the driver, but you would get a code explaining like, oh, this needs to be improved, and then you would submit a new version, and then after a couple of versions, it would be merged, so, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I guess I can suggest is just being the maintainers of the subsystem.
Okay.
Works.
okay,
Yeah.
I will see you
A
something.
mess.
Yeah, that's great, yeah. And make sure you have the right people in the CC, right? So usually it helps if you not only send it to the list, but also to a couple of relevant people. So there's the maintainers.
Yeah.
So I can show you that it's like.
And I work with kernel stuff, but
Yes, it's a driver, and unfortunately this chip has 3 versions and 2 maintainers.
Oh, so
But
it's,
because it's the same name, but internally I was told it's very different. And
okay.
at first I had the maintainer, but it turned out he was not interested because he said it is totally different.
Total
from what we have.
different chip, so it needs a new driver. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Also, but it's a driver for a networking device for an either
AX something, I don't remember. So.
yeah, but it's for an Ethernet chip. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you could do something like or we could do something like this.
I know it from the hobby, it's quite
okay. Linux board are for the pro market. It's called Arduino Pro.
Yeah, so networking drivers. So
They're not
Okay.
that famous.
so there are a bunch of maintainers listed here, but the category you're looking for is, and so you would just like not only send it to the Linux net dev, but also CC all these people who have like
Okay.
maintainer listed
Combined
here.
solution.
And we don't want to make too much fuss of it. Should I just write simply to everyone, or should I start with the last one first, or something like this?
No, just send it to everyone,
Okay.
and they'll figure out among themselves who will pick it up.
So you provide a whole
Okay.
platform for people to
So just add them to the CC and then send it to the list with them in the CC, and then someone should hopefully pick it up. What might also help is if you use a cover letter.
That's done via Foundless platform.
To explain what I have done.
If you like create a patch, right, you do git format patch, and then like say, so this is interesting. This is a patch for me where I'm adding a new sensor driver actually for ADC, and then you can also patch -- cover letter, and then you get a second file. So if I now, oh, this doesn't help. Sorry, let's do that again. So you do git format patch, and then for the last change, and then cover letter, you get a 0.0 cover letter patch, and that's just a template. And then you can fill it in with like explain why you're submitting the driver, what sort of
okay,
hardware it's
yes.
for, etc.
Yeah, okay.
And that your company is using it, and you
The hardware is very obvious, but we had It's an old driver,
Yeah.
and we have this hardware.
Yeah. No, if you want to, I mean, getting drivers upstream always is great. So yeah, just try submitting it again, and hopefully that will help.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if you want to take a picture of like the get maintainer
No, I-
output,
I'm
or
old fashioned, I simply write it down.
you simply write it down. Okay, so yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Personally, my pleasure.
Oh, you're already done. Okay. Oh, you put it in one attribute.
yes, yes.
Makes sense since it's a single command.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you learned something. So now you're ready to submit your first kernel patch. Or your second or your third.
When writing a kernel driver, for example, for my company, that's what I wrote, we have a Linux computer that is communicating via serial to a slave computer which has, for example, a temperature sensor, voltage, and also a small display touch. I use sysfs. And right now it's a single driver, except the display part, which is a slave driver using a DNS slave driver. Would you recommend splitting this up in one communication driver and like all subsystems?
So but all of this is running over a serial link.
Yes.
Arrows 485 or something.
Yes.
I see. And is this like a standardized protocol?
No.
This is all
It's all proprietary.
proprietary
Yeah.
to you. So, yes, I mean, usually I say if you have a driver for something, get it upstream.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean also to split it up in small components. I split up the DNM driver because it is quite big, and
Yeah.
but there's also voltage control, voltage sensing, battery monitoring.
So, you could use the outs bus. So you would make like those sysfs driver, the main driver, you would through the outs bus mechanism, the outs bus children, and then you have a driver per child.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all would still go through the main driver for multiplex and all traffic, of course. So yeah, that would be the modern way of doing this.
Yeah, the better way. There's not a single driver that has 20 different functions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have the MFD, multi-favorite device framework, but Greg doesn't like that much. Greg programming hard enough because it creates platform devices for each child.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, yeah, but the platform bus is for actual physical devices and not how do we have outputs specifically for this? So no more MFD drivers, at least
Not upstream.
not when Greg is making it.
Yeah.
I think Phoenix will probably still keep using regular power management ICs, which you see in photos and things like that. Even regular ICs has a lot of voltage output, a couple of clock generator, you see whatever.
Yeah, but this is also a power manager,
Yeah.
which also happens to have a display.
Yes. So yeah, those traditionally would use MFD, so I guess you would write there. So that's fine. I don't think Lee Jones, who's the maintainer of the MFD subsystem, I don't think he cares much about the correct concept. I think the output now he's split up. But if you then use a device like this thing is with SPI and I would see it go. Yeah, it will be reviewed by Greg, so it must be the output.
So there's a lot of personality.
Yeah, I mean, the kernel is big enough, I think, also. Excuse me. Sure.
It's like 50% humidity.
That's also what I got.
Yeah.
If you run it a few times, I think this thing also has a heater plate. I saw in the thing because the humidity sensor also needs to heat sometimes. If I recall correctly how these things work. Dry and then sense. But if you heat it up with your fingers and then let go, then it might drop to like 40%.
Mine, if I keep it like this in my hand,
Yeah, first it goes up.
it should be like
Your hand is
74%
so
humidity.
yeah, and then when you let go and wait,
It's back to 50%, 60% now because I was over it, but it's back to 50%.
Yeah, I think it's correct.
I'm going back to 40 as you told me.
Yeah.
Which has a lot of
39. Still dropping.
So things like what there are other sort of robotics you see.
This is
Lots
the-
of sectors, there are other
I was never really thinking
and then you have drivers for it, so it links to directly people center. And as it's all user diversification.
I use also some grid case in the middle just
Mm.
to see stuff.
I know that's how you can debug.
So what we do
Yeah.
is we use
A friend of mine told me about macros in something set up. For this in order to like quick prints. But I think it's the same as you do.
Yeah, as a generation of operating system rather than real-time operating system rather than state of So what it does exactly deducts from the future, is it something that can be made real-time? Because there are certain applications where I need higher compute, but I don't want to compromise my internal system. Right. So, I mean, in that case, you can either split those, right? If you have some like the pyramids, if you run on hard on some ARM Cortex and whatever, and a bigger ARM core for like this for internet connectivity or whatever. We also have called the RTPM fetches.
Can we give
now,
this?
which basically
We should give it back.
the kernel
But it
works
was
on
fine.
the
I
kernel.
think it's fairly bad.
Fine. No, I just want to know where I can buy the
It also depends on
USB
what
SRC.
the margins are for
I
this.
believe it's AliExpress.
And also,
I see we have, okay.
Something like you see all of the issues, there are things like SMI, system management interrupts, which basically becomes everything. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
if
I'm gonna find
you measure things, then you
This
have
is
to get
thank you.
response time, but then you use the RTPM fetches, which make sure that a timer.
Dankjewel, was erg leuk.
Mooi. Install the real-time supporting peripheral.
Dankjewel.
But we never know when the firmware will do something weird.
You already said like
So when
anyway.
when battery gets low, you probably
Yeah. Oh.
super
expensive.
Really?
Whereas an
No.
an alarm system, you actually have no control over
No,
the high power.
Oh,
okay.
It's the same.
Yeah.
CH,
So yeah, it's really
yeah, so if you just look for that, you'll find it.
Yeah. But if you need more compute, then you could try to let things do everything, but I guess that for something like a pro, like a quadcopter, you probably need pretty fast response time. So it's like starting still or whatever you really need to be fast with thing. So maybe what we usually need is 78 kilohertz silent system. But then we sort of bring it down to 400 hertz, and that's where all the
Yeah.
AirDs work. And that's where we do the mechanism. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. It's usually for 400 hertz, but
No, you can also
the
move it.
the system is on a nanosecond scale, which I don't know if Linux has a general purpose application. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, I guess
You
you're
can
not
also-
getting nano.
Okay, okay,
You're
that's really cool. Yeah,
not getting nanosecond response time. No CPUs that fast. Yeah. I mean, it all depends on what CPU you're running, right? I think 400 hertz sounds very doable. So if we have more minutes, especially if you have more powerful ARM processor. And I guess another question also is you're always running on battery, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, so
May I say?
I would say that you're better off with running with the RTC on a microcontroller. Because then if you have like a big heavy CPU for whatever whatever you want to do, which is easier with the whole purpose operating system, it can just go to sleep when it doesn't have to run. And if you keep waking up the big CPU core because you're doing a user pattern, that's also something to take mean, again, I just took it as an example because it's, I like to give people real hardware. But Linux does have a shitload of I2C everywhere, but also it's, again, it's mostly coming from the remote world. Because, well, those are mostly people who really like football robot competitions and stuff like that, right? So they have other time units. Yeah, Linux as a general purpose operating system sometimes also is used with basic queries. It's really effective. So that's where it comes from. If you look in the IO environment directory, the kernel, there's lots of drivers. Some of them are also like sort of make sense because the robotic stuff was there first, and then you got things like tablets or one convertibles. Usually also have an accelerometer, so you can just remember the screen or whatever you know in the tablet. But it was natural to use the existing those standard APIs. So accelerometer drivers are often also there because they're actually used. I mean, a lot of phones also have Linux, right? And phones also use accelerometers also for network communications. And phones often also have developers and robots. I mean, well, they have a lot of them. They also have like an outside thing. Of course, they also have full with it just for kernel actually. The phone will know. Those kernel management centers are often handled by kernel security level of Thank you. You're welcome.
That just
So much. You're welcome.
Yeah. We can buy games.
Conferentie gaat? Nee, ik bedoel, waar je het maar aangeeft. Ja, ik ga wel, want ik ga daar hier staan.
That was fun.
I hope you learned something.
Yeah.
actually standard for factor animation. Oh, 15 years ago, this was
denk ik van, hij werkt niet lang. Is die ander? Ik kan even niet op de naam.
Oh, ugh. 9 uur lang.
Ja, volgens mij. Ik zie het hier.
Dan nog even die slides attachen. Beter laat dan nooit. Nou, ik had ze al geattached, oepsie. Oh ja, dit is de nieuwe versie. Oh, ik dacht goede airco.
Oh,
keer je ook weer huis in als je nog verder mee wil.
Nou, ik heb een zo'n blaadje. Ik weet eigenlijk niet of het zelf is.
Oh, een CHT hier. Ja, maar deze heeft C. De meeste van die dingen gaan naar hier.
Ja, ja. Ik heb ja. Ik wil die checks er nog even.
Oh, moet je die tekst zo? Oh, dat heb ik zelf nog eens gedaan.
Ik ga voor de bonus.
Zeg maar alle labels nog hier, oké?
Nederlands en doorzetten.
Oh nee, dat niet, maar ja, het is een vreemde van de concurrentie in Nederland. Hier over kunnen schakelen op het Nederlands.
Ja, dat is inderdaad studie vanuit voor de volgende zien.
Oké. En nee, de arts maar.
Ook een arts, Nederlands individueel arts.
Ja.
Arts waar je mee.
Ik dacht, ik vraag u ook misschien worden druk of iemand wil dragen. Ja, dat is zelfstandig.
Dat is absoluut duidelijk.
Ja, ik heb wel de nodig tijd om